Okay, so here we are again. A video for a friend, so a video for all. It's a little chilly here this morning. I'm actually gonna. This kind of helps sometimes to put on a hood. Keeps the body warm, right? So, let's take a breath. This process has to do with there are selves within ourselves that different aspects of ourselves that have a difficult time sometimes. Different things that's happened throughout our lives or recently. Parts of us that can get pushed down. And this is kind of a process that helps purge some of those, helps them come to the surface to be let out. Sometimes this can be an emotional thing that occurs depending on what self joins you. Because to give you an idea, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the deep sacred chamber of our heart. And as a preface, we will speak to a self that comes forth. We will find a need or a feeling that comes up with that. And we will ask that self what is needed. So sometimes that can bring up emotions. I've done this a couple times, and I'll tell you the very first time, there was a child that came forth, a little me. And there were other times where an adult came forth from a couple years ago, or even a year ago, an adult came forth. And these aspects often, even showing up as an adult, are aspects of like our inner child. People are talking about their inner child work. This is a way, whether they show up as, a little kid, a teenager. You can even ask that question when they show up. If you have a hard time visualizing, you might have more of a feeling or a knowing. Just kind of breathe into it and see what arises for you. So, find a comfy spot. Actually, I'm going to grab this pillow because the way I have this set up right now, it's a little hard, not as soft on the knees. So, okay. I'm going to invite you to take a breath right now with me. Maybe take another and do a little sigh. One more. There are a lot of energies coming up right now in these months. There's a lot of confusion about the outside world, which can lead to confusion in your inside world. So, I'm going to walk you through as I do. If you'd like to, you can put on your hand on your heart to kind of connect, or you can just bring your awareness to your heart space. this upper heart and breathe. What I like to do sometimes is, with my eyes closed, turn my eyes to one side fully as if they're going to the back of my head. And now, as a being of light, I travel down to the heart space behind my heart, behind my physical heart. And just breathe into that space for a moment. We often don't think of all of our spaces that are behind us, that are joined with those that are in front. These are also energy points, often looked at as funnels from the front and the back, joining in the center, and a 0 point. Take a deep breath in. Now, on the next breath, decide with your intention to go deeper into this sacred heart. Travel as if you're going down into a cavern. This cavern is one that only you have access to. Take a deep breath. The cavern of your sacred heart. Now we find another passage, and yet we go deeper. Down into the depths of our sacred heart. Maybe there's a speck of light that flies about that leads the way for you. This is a safe place. Follow the spark. Follow the spark. Take another deep breath and let's go in deeper. You have now reached the wholeness of who you are. In this space, you are safe. If you are following a spark, that spark now joins your flame. This is the sacred space of your heart's flame. What color is your flame? Just take note. Breathe that fire in. You'll notice that there may be shadows on the walls that dance about. Ask one of those shadows to step forward, an aspect of yourself. A feeling that has come into the heart recently that either was overwhelming or was confused, or an experience that just didn't sit well with you. Is this aspect of yourself from childhood? You can take a moment and feel into, engage the age of this aspect of you. as this aspect comes forward, feel into what the self of you would like to share, and let it know that you are here as an observer. You're standing in your mastery, a neutral place where there is no judgment. You are here only to love this aspect of yourself. For this is all that these different selves need to be acknowledged and to be loved. You are a parent to this child, this teen, this adult that shows up. You are family. And you are family showing up as love and support. We're going to ask a series of questions. What are you afraid of? Wait for the answer and breathe. Now ask, what do you need from me? And again, wait for the answer. Now, in this moment, can your inner heart give this self something that it needs? It could have been a hug. It could have been a holding onto. Be here with this self and see this. As this self relaxes into you and whispers into your ear all that troubles it. And be here as the caring parent for this aspect of you. Radiate love to this self in front of you, beside you. Maybe they're sitting on your lap. Maybe you're encompassing them in your arms. Ask them, what do you need right now? What can I do for you? Allow them to answer. It may be a feeling, a knowing, a vision. And if nothing comes through, then simply just show love. They may be asking you to give them something. They may be asking you to stop a habit in your life. Listen to what comes through. What feeling comes through. And above all, radiate love to this one as if they are a child, for they are a child aspect of you that only wishes to be seen, heard, understood, and accepted. Shedding light on them. No more creeping in the shadows. Waiting. The time of waiting is done. You are here now and showing up for this moment, because you are ready to release that which no longer serves you, to comfort that which must be seen and heard. Breathe into this. Know you are loved. Know I will always be here to hear you, to see you, to accept you, to pick you above all else. This I promise. You can hug this aspect of yourself. You can also, if you haven't already, hug your physical body. Just give it a nice squish. You are safe to be here. And take a deep breath into our heart. And now bring ourselves to the surface of our heart. Traveling back around to the front of the body. Anchoring in. And opening your eyes. So, this can be an emotional experience for some people, depending on what comes through. First time I had tears and an aching feeling in my heart as I was talking to this aspect of me. And oftentimes I don't want, or I don't think I need to do a meditation again. But I'm going to encourage you to do this again, because each time a different aspect of you, a different self, will come through. Different ages, different emotions that were trapped, different traumas. So I invite you to have a space where you're not interrupted when you do this kind of technique. What else? Let's see. I have a little bit of notes here. Okay, so this technique, what I took you on was a visualization, a journey into your heart center, your sacred chamber. This can also be done on a regular basis when you're out in the world. When something comes up, feel free to kind of tap your heart. There's going to be a technique in another video that I show that has to do with the technique known as tapping. This helps me, especially if I need to slow my breath. If something was intense, if an emotion came up that was intense. I had an emotion that came up on the way to meeting somebody, this couple, for breakfast. And all of a sudden I realized that it was my possibly 4th or 5th grade self that used to climb a tree and fall asleep in the tree branches. I'd climb all the way up and I'd fall asleep. I'd be sad. And I would go up there when I felt sad. There are a few key places: playgrounds, trees, my swing set. And that girl came through. So these can come up at different times. But if you'd like to work with these things, this is a practice that you can try in your day. Try this out. I'm going to get a little shorter here for a second. Try this out. You can be the observer. You can name the emotion that's coming through. Like, wow, whoa, oh, that was intense, right? Come here. You can name the emotion. Wow, that's sadness. Wow. Or, why was I so irritated by what that person said? What did that bring up in me? What would I... You don't always have to name these, but feel into it. If you don't want to name it, feel into it, and you'll get a sense of what that is. And then you can get a sense of, oh, I've felt this before. Have I felt this before? And different times will come up when you felt this before. And there might be more emotion that comes up with those experiences. But as those emotions arise, and if you need to cry, if you're feeling angry, those are things to ask. What am I afraid of? What do I need? Like, what is the need of this one feeling anger? Was it they weren't heard? Was there confusion? Were they misunderstood? Were they needing comfort and did not receive it? What was needed? Was there a boundary that was crossed? Was there a violation? What is needed, and what can I give this aspect of myself at this time as the neutral observer, going, wow, holy crap, that's intense. Or, wow, that was weird. That was crunchy. What was that? And ask yourself, is there something outside of you that you can provide in addition? And this would be something outside of you that is more supportive. This isn't a way to check out. We have different coping mechanisms in which we like to check out. This is a way to ask for support or for assistance from possibly another human to be there for you, or just to sit with you. Maybe it's just sitting in silence and doing nothing. Maybe it's going for a walk in silence. Eventually, I'll do a video explaining some of my process these years of me going into temporary silence for the sake of mindfulness, quieting the thoughts, letting them be, but not engaging with them, bringing myself back to here, breathing, and finding that heart space. It's all about here. Come back inside. We are like a butterfly in transformation, and the butterfly teaches us to trust in the process, the cycle that we're going through. It is easy when these feelings come up, whether you're taking a journey or in life, when different experiences come up, it is very easy for us to get caught in the loop of thoughts and not trust and start looking outside of ourselves. What can I do? What can I control? We all have these coping mechanisms. I even have some that I notice when they happen. Sometimes I allow it, and sometimes I choose different. And it is about choosing differently. As we are the butterfly and we go into the chrysalis, so we have our death. And this is what it feels like. It feels like a part of you is dying. And our beloved egoic selves are so afraid of this death. But I will tell you, I have had many of these type of energetic deaths. One recently with the eclipses and the equinox, and now it is close to my birthday, and I've come out of that. It was deep. It was something that I remember from a couple of years ago, around the same time, by the way. We have cellular memory. Sometimes those old emotions will come back, and it's a year later and we don't even understand, or we're like, what the heck? Why do I feel this way? And we don't even think about that it's from some time ago that we've just never addressed, and we're like, I'm fine, I'm over it. And then someone says something to you, or you have an experience and you're like, wow. Sometimes you might feel like you need to sleep. Do what you need to do for your body. Take the rest that you need. Yeah, call into work as a wellness day. Take that whole day for yourself. Decide to end work early and say, I gotta go home. Pay attention to your body. Don't think, oh, I can go on for another couple hours. Listen to your body. Your body is your tool. We are here in form, and this is telling you something. Like my hair. Listen to what it is telling you about people you come in contact with, about when something feels off, about when you need space on your own, about when you need other people and you want a hug. Ask somebody for a hug, that you trust. Ask them for a hug. You don't even have to ask them to listen to you. Just say, you know what, I'm having kind of a day, or I'm having not a day, because normally not a full day. It's a moment that happens, and we're just like, oh my God, my whole day is ruined. It's not your day. Remember that. So ask for those things. Let me think. Is there anything else that I can give you at this time? I'm going to go in and ask. Is there anything else that needs to come through for those who are meant to see this video as they are here? Love yourself, beloved ones. Listen to your heart call. Find your joy. And be well. Well, that was nice. Enjoy your day. Ignite your spark and shine on.